Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Professor Rick Epps, and I want to welcome you to International Relations for this summer session. I'm going to take a few moments here to just tell you a little about the class, and then I'm going to push you over into the orientation video. And I can't stress to you how important the orientation video is in that orientation module. So make sure you pay particular attention to it as you go through the video and go through the module, because that's going to be your best resource to navigate the class. So make sure you do pay particular attention and also get familiar with the modules that are for the class, because that's all going to serve you and help you tremendously throughout the next 5 or 6 weeks. I'm a big fan of people being responsible, so I will expect and will always treat you all as adults. Whether you're 17 or 70, it doesn't matter to me. I want you to have a great experience, and I want you to make sure that you take care of your assignments and take care of the things that are required for the class, because it goes really fast. And sometimes it's so easy to get behind, and then you think you can get it all done at once, and then it just blows up in your face. So don't do that, because it'll just make work harder for you and harder for me, and I don't want to be that guy. I'd rather you just have some fun, learn some things about the world and in the international sector, and I think this class will be able to provide that for you. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited about your being able to sort of get exposed and consider some things perhaps that you haven't known about the world outside of maybe American government and those types of things. So stay on top of your work. Um, if you need to, make sure you communicate with me. So if anything's going on in your life or some issues are going on, talk to me. I'm a person who is, you can set up a Zoom appointment. You can do all kinds of things creatively to get to me, but just let me know when something's happening. I care about my students, and I want to see you do really well. So if you give me your best effort, I'll make sure that I get you through the class, okay? Fair enough? All right. So international relations is really a broad and growing field. And even in this class, even though it's short, you're going to get exposed to a lot of different things and some things to consider. But we start with the basics, and I think that's the important thing. Whether you're a political science major or considering it, there's a lot of tremendous opportunities for future jobs in the international sector. And I think classes like this and other classes in peripheral to this that are just tremendous to help you get there. But we'll start off giving you some exposure to the terminology and just understanding sort of the broader context of international relations. And, for example, how the U.S. affects how our policies here affect other countries, how U.S. foreign policy toward other countries affects how the world works. You'll find that, for example, that a lot of what we do here dictates to the rest of the world. There's several countries around the world who get together and basically drive the economic policies, the social policies for a lot of countries around the world. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm saying that's a reality. And then the other thing is, so you get a chance to understand the nuances, and I'm sure a lot of you, of course, have been, at least whether you watch the news or not, know about what's going on in Gaza or what's going on in Ukraine, what's happening in Iran, or just things you've heard about, even peripherally. China is always on the issue, Russia. So, but you may hear about them, but understanding how things got to be where they are, why they operate the way they do, this is what really helps you sort of understand that. We'll look at things like realism and different philosophies of international relations, like liberalism and constructivism and economic issues. We'll look at all of it and just kind of give you a brief smattering of sort of hopefully getting you interested in some of the areas that we're going to be covering throughout the next 5 or 6 weeks. So we'll also look at some international security stuff too, because of course that's a big part of this. So it's not just about things like, we'll look at stuff like climate change, which is also a security issue thing. We'll look at, of course, the economics. We'll look at, war, nuclear proliferation. We'll look at all kinds of things, water, because people don't realize that there's so many different things where there's so many countries that are tied together that when one fails, they all fail. It's like dinghies on the side of the Titanic. So when things are good, everybody benefits. But when the main ship sinks, everybody goes down. So it's an important component to sort of realize. And so I'm excited about this, and I think that you'll grow a lot from this. I think you'll get a good experience, even though it's a quick experience. And I hope that it'll whet your appetite toward looking and considering more of this in the future. So welcome to the class. Let's have a really fun summer. You know, play hard, work hard. I think that's always a good thing. And I look forward to seeing you in a moment in the orientation module. But again, I can't stress to you enough, make sure you don't skip it. Make sure you pay attention to due dates and even things for campus information, because in the orientation module, all dates for, like, if you want to add, drop classes, all, you know, financial aid stuff, there's all kinds of information in there for you that's going to help you. So take advantage of it. Again, as I said, it's a resource, so you can always go back to it as you need to. So don't be afraid to utilize it when you need to utilize it. And if you need to reach me, you know, we can, you know, feel free to drop in my office hours, or you can request a meeting with me. I can meet you on Zoom. You can just have an informal conversation. We don't have to even talk politics if you don't want. Just introduce yourself. Say, hey, how you doing? My name is John, you know, and Jane or whatever. And just come say hi. And I look forward to meeting you sometime. And I hope you guys have a great summer. Look forward to it. Have a great day.